Hey, it's Kyle here, and today I'll be reviewing a very interesting nonfiction book, Mythos by Stephen Fry. This book kind of explores what the Greeks believed about their gods. I think like most people have a basic knowledge of the Greek gods, Zeus, Athena, Apollo, just to name some of the better known ones. Hear them referenced in a lot of different stories, movies. There's mentioned some in some classes you have in school from, history. If you ever took a religion class, you probably had a little segment in there about the Greek gods and stuff like that. But I always just kind of knew the basic stuff. I never really knew a whole lot of the details on a lot of the stories, just a little bit about, the basic idea is that each of the gods were in charge of something. They lived on Mount Olympus. Basic stuff like that. I would say most of my actual experience consuming content related to the Greek gods are really probably related to movies and TV shows that are set in that period. So for example, as when I was a kid, some syndicated shows like Hercules or Xena Warrior Princess were super popular on TV, and also the Greek gods were on those a lot. Didn't really essentially think, even as a kid, like I'm sure this is an accurate description of what the Greek gods or how they were really viewed by people in ancient Greece. But that was kind of, some of my basic knowledge of what the gods were. With that being said, I'd heard about this book from a few people that I respect their opinions on books and stuff like that. I definitely know who Stephen Fry is. I'm a big fan of a lot of the content he's produced. He's a very funny individual, but also he's extremely smart. Very, very smart. Every time you see him talk on a subject, you kind of know, like, he knows what he's talking about. But he also talks in such a way that, like, other people can understand. He does it in a funny way. So when I found out he'd written this book about the Greek gods, I thought, this sounds like a fun way to learn more about the Greek gods. And I think it definitely is. So in this book, Stephen Fry is really laying out, this is what the people in ancient Greece thought about the gods. Their backstory, what they did, what they were like, how they interacted with normal people. This is their actually belief system. But he does it in a very kind of funny way. So he's kind of laying out their actual beliefs, but working in jokes, comparing it to stuff in our modern world. So it's kind of a funny way to read it instead of almost reading it like an encyclopedia. Because it's kind of laid out there where there's like entries like, here's what they believed about Zeus, here's what they believed about Athena, here's what they believed about this war amongst the gods, this is what they believed about this. And it's kind of like, by these various entries, but instead of just being like, here's the facts, just black and white, it's like, here are the facts, but written in an entertaining way, including some jokes, pithy remarks, stuff like that. So it's kind of a fun, interesting way to learn more about the Greek gods and what the people of ancient Greece and the ancient world really believed the gods were really like. And obviously, like I think most people who are really into history know, ancient Greece had a huge impact on how our modern world works now. A lot of beliefs from ancient Greece then led into the Roman Empire, and a lot of those beliefs have filtered down throughout the ages and are still kind of impacting how we view the world today. Some simple stuff like the words we use are kind of based on the various names of the Greek gods or events related to them, to some actual beliefs maybe still be floating out there that are kind of related to what the people of ancient Greece believed in. So I'd say, like, if you're not really interested in learning more about the Greek gods, I don't think this book is really going to be for you, because I think you do have to have some interest in learning more about this, because this is not really written as a story. It's not a novel. It's very much a history book. So I think this is really more geared towards people that are interested in learning more about the Greek gods. I would say if you're already an expert or you feel like you know a lot about them, again, I'm not sure if this book for you, because it might be just a rehashing of stuff that you already know. But I think for somebody like me who maybe has like a casual knowledge of the Greek gods, but is kind of interested in learning a little bit more, this was the perfect book, because it taught you more about the Greek gods, but in a funny, entertaining way. So if you're like me and you were kind of interested in, like, I think I have a little basic knowledge of the Greek gods, but I want to learn more, I think Mythos by Stephen Fry is an excellent book to read. So let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite piece of content where the Greek gods are actually a part of the story? Is it a TV show like Hercules? Is there a movie? Is there a book out there that you really love that the Greek gods play a critical role in that story? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have yet, please hit that like button. If you have yet, please subscribe to the channel as well. That means a lot, that support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time, and happy reading.